Yeah, hello guys. How you doing? All right. You're welcome to a new week. All right. I hope you guys are prepared for the new week. And what are we possibly going to expect in this new week? Okay. Today, I just want to do a quick video and talk more on patience when it comes to 2024 and when it comes to trading. And a lot of people have to understand um, why patient is very, very important. And I'm going to share an experience with you that I have with a trade and what was the result and what would have been the best result and what approach should I have taken later on. All right. Okay, one of the trades I'm going to bring to you is on NZD card. All right. For those who have been with me in the group, you've heard me talked about these very important movements, this V formation. Okay, this is one of a very strong tool that you have to look out for. And for those who are in the training session, I'll talk to you about V formation later on. All right. So, but V formation is an application that or information that I practically have learned over time from my mentor on how it approaches. So you have price was where it got to earlier on, it pushed down, and then the push off really knocks out the price, and price really pushed off. So there was no room for price to come back. And when it came back, you have all this move digested within this period of a time. All right. So now price came back into this level, and a lot of people, if you have bought this, you'll have made this profit. But and as price come back there, price knocks that place out. And a lot of people will think, okay, now I should look for opportunity to sell. So now, right here, you see how price really moved. If you did this sell, it was going to be fine, and price pushed back up. So now, all these level become, yeah, what will I say? A point where you really don't have an idea. Price pushed off and got knocked out. So invariably, the buyers are not here. Okay, so and right now you see price really rush back down into this level, and from where it picked up the last time, price came back in there. So and if you last year we've been talking about this move and we're looking forward to see this price push to the upside. So and luckily enough we see this move came back, retested that level. That was the entry, the first entry, the second entry, and we had subsequent entries and price breakout of these downward channel. Okay, and confirming our V formation master guy right there. So let me clean up this and so we don't get messy what I want to talk about. Okay, so right now price got into this level and we're expecting a retest for a continuation. But what happened? Um, I'm going to kind of really explain this. And I share this trade in the group, all right? For those who are in the group, I shared this trade where we got in on this trade right here. And one price really came back earlier before price came in. I had already plotted out my Fibonacci and I picked out my Fibonacci from year down to the highest. Yeah, and I was expecting price to come either to the 0.5 Fib level or the 61.8 Fib level, and the way you have activities involved. And so this area becomes the golden trail. This level right here becomes the golden trail. So what now happened was price came into that level and got this pickup, and the price didn't really get there. So I got into this trade expecting that this trade will really ride up. Okay, but eventually, because patience was not included in this trade, All right. So I had my stop loss a little below 0.5. Why? Because of this level, and 0.5 was right there, and price will have really picked out. But if I was patient enough, what I would have done was wait for 0.5 to get triggered. Okay. And I'll have my stops below 61.8 fib level. That would have been the best entry. All right. But I got in, I was impatient enough, and I got in, and I have my stop loss there, and price came back up and more or less like it was ready to move, and price went back and really trying to confirm this level before it picks up, and as my stop loss got triggered. So when it comes to trading, you want to understand, yeah, I know where the market is going to be. I know what the market is going to do, but because the market is not giving that price there, you want to really jump in almost immediately. And that's pretty one of the wrong activities that traders do. You're patient, waiting for price to come down to your level, waiting for price to really come into that level, and price wasn't coming there, and you knew that price was going to react around that level. You have an idea of, okay, I know where my big guy is, I know what my big guy is intending to do, I know where my big guy is spotting on, okay, but I'm waiting too long for my big guy to take decision. So hence, I want to make a move earlier before the big guy. And this is the result of what such move actually costs. You got in too early, and when you get in too early because you're not patient enough to wait for that big guy to fake that decision for you, and you just jump in because you know what the big guy is going to do, and then you get knocked out. All right. And right now, the fact that all we got knocked out doesn't invalidate our idea of where the price is going to head to. Okay. But because it knocks us out, it really takes us out of the opportunity to look for another entry. So, and luckily enough, price came back to that 50 fib level and breaks below, and a little close to 81.8 Fibonacci level. So, and price just pick up from there, and now we're seeing price really moving in. So what would have been the best trade for this? It will have just been right here waiting for that level. Whatever I do in that area will have secured my position, and I will have had same stop loss, and I've had same risk, okay? But then it will have been below 61.8 Fibonacci level. So if I drew this out, I would have still survived that move and still come back in profit. So this is an opportunity for you to learn how to be patient, which is one side of the whole thing. Patient enough for you to actually wait for a trade setup. And then the next question is, how patient are you to wait for that trade to now develop? So, which is another thing I'm going to talk about some other day, but you right now is all about patient to wait for the right setup. And don't be in too haste to take decisions on behalf of the big players. All right. Let the big players actually take their decision, then you can follow suit. I hope you understand this. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Enjoy your trading.